follow your partner to make statements rather than ask questions.
Who were you working with that sort of eventually made it at Second City?
When I was a student at Second City, the people that we would go and watch every night were Stephen Colbert and Amy Sedaris and Steve Colbert. And Dave Krasowski and Paul Dinello, but we would watch them for free. And Jackie Hoffman was awesome. And then the people I was in companies with, I toured with Amy Poehler. And my friend, some people here might know my friend Ali Reza, who runs the Pit Theater, whose name was Ali Paranakian at the time, and we toured around together for $75 a show and $25 a day per diem. But sometimes you would have to drive 3 days between shows.
And was everybody aiming for the same place? Or was everybody aiming for Lorne Michaels' office?
You know, it's sort of, you certainly think, because that's kind of the only place to look. But that first you're trying to get into that main company at Second City because you get a living wage, you get health insurance and stuff. And then if you get to that main company at Second City, then yeah, you're definitely kind of looking towards SNL, but it's a thing where there's, you know, maybe 8 jobs for
stand-up was not going to be the way to go.
No, I experimented with stand-up a few times at a very amateurish level in Chicago. I have a lot of respect for stand-up. I think it's much scarier than improvisation because you're alone. You know, the highs are higher and the lows are lower.
But did you have a routine? You had bits?
I had what they call a tight one. 1 tight minute.
Better explain.
No, so I never had a full act as a stand-up. No, I improvised. But the stand-ups, by the way, they also wanted to be on Saturday Night Live. So it's a lot of people looking toward the same place.
So one of the great set pieces in this book is you get on an airplane and you go to 30 Rock to see Lorne Michaels, who's the creator of Saturday Night Live and has been the head of Saturday Night Live for about a century and a half. And,
36 years.
And you're kind of terrified and what?
Yeah, I went, my friend Adam McKay, who I worked with at Second City, was the head writer at SNL, and I sent him, first she sent a submission packet of sketches, and then if they like that, they call you in for a meeting. So I flew to New York to have the meeting, and I remember I was like, get my nicest clothes, and I had like a chenille V-neck sweater,
nice,
Contempo casuals, polyester pants, and I went to meet him on this New Jersey Lorne Michaels, and I was like, yes, I couldn't, you know, it's like walking into your TV. And I went up there and I waited, and the only thing anyone had told me was, whatever you do, don't finish the sentences. Don't talk over him. He doesn't like that. A woman I knew in Chicago, she had an interview once at the show, and she was a real chatterbox, and she thought it had cost her the job. So I went, I was like, I'm not going to blow it. I'm not going to talk over him. It's fine. And they ushered me in after I waited for like 2 hours, and I sat down, and Lorne was like, so you're from... And I just panicked, like, don't finish it. And then, you know, just what seemed like an eternity went by. And I just finally was like, I'm from Chicago. That's from Pennsylvania. You know, he was like, Chicago. And then